Welcome back to Enlightened Trading. I'm your host, Conrad, and today we have another look at the crypto market. So before jumping into price, make sure you like the video down below, and of course you subscribe to my channel, and any links are down in the description below to my Instagram. So as you can see, this is Bitcoin on a 4-hour time frame, and we recently yesterday we saw a very nice rally to the upside, once again touching this upper trend line here, coming down and still signaling that we remain in this descending channel. And also, as you can see, we perfectly retested once again this trend line here, drawn from these highs to as you can see, very perfectly combining these lows on the BitMEX exchange. And as we bounced lower, we now retested it once again. So we are still remaining in this short uptrend here. As you can see, we have higher lows on the 4-hour time frame and higher highs. So I do think that now is the possibility or the likelihood that we see a bear flag here confirmed. It'll actually lessen. I mean, you could still draw a trend line here on the bottom, which would of course indicate that this still could be a bear flag, but I do think, since this is so drawn out already, that it might not be confirmed in the end. Although I still think that this resistance area will be important and will act as resistance going into the next few days and maybe even in a few hours. And as you can see, we now had we almost had a 9 sell here on a 4-hour time frame. So this still is acting very nicely coinciding with the TD sequential at least. So the 12-hour time frame is not telling you too much, but as I said, I would still look at very much for this trend line here on the bottom to be maybe confirmed once again, and of course this descending channel here coming down. It looks like it is very likely to be playing out over the next few days and maybe even the next like 2 weeks. So what am I looking at now? Well, as I said, I do think the likelihood is a bit less that this bear flag plays out, but I do think there is still the possibility that we bounce lower and once again retest the area of around 8,500. And yes, of course, what I also wanted to say is that you could draw a falling wedge here. I don't like it too much, but it could be argued that we are experiencing here this falling wedge, which is actually not too bad. Maybe I would even keep it for now, but as you can see, it does fit on quite well actually. So maybe I will even keep it, and we will actually only move to like 8,700. This could still be the possibility, but I do think that, as I said, this trend line will still act as resistance. Okay, so that basically says that this structure is very important, and I do think that structural trading here is rather advised if you are, at least like me, a swing trader who does not shy away from holding positions over multiple days. So the weekly time frame is still acting as expected. We have now a green 3 above a red 3 above a red 2. So of course this is no entry for bullish positions yet, but we are still having some higher weekly candles, which is not that bad in general. Oh, okay. Oh, this is very interesting. Oh, I didn't see it. Oh, this is very interesting. Okay, so tomorrow this candle will close, but as you can see, we have a 9 buy moving into a green 1 here on a TD sequential on a 3-day time frame. So this is actually pretty huge. Yeah, and on multiple exchanges, you can see, we should draw it like that we are currently experiencing a 3-day buy signal here on Bitcoin. This is actually pretty nice, because the last time we had this was right here, this 3-day, and of course here on the bottom. So these 3-day nines were very nice buying areas, looking at the past. So maybe this will change my mind, and I do think this raises likelihood that we actually break this trend line with follow through, that we move again up to 10k, maybe even move beyond 10k. So I do think that the likelihood is now much stronger. And I mean, basing this on past performance of the 3-day nines, I do think that this is not unlikely that we actually move higher. So yeah, I mean, and as you can see, we are still just below this trend line here. Of course, going back multiple weeks, and yeah, I mean, this is looking pretty bullish in my opinion. This is interesting, very interesting. And as you can see, we have a green 2 now, not yet above green 1, or we had actually green 2 above green 1. So this would now be a bullish entry regarding the TD sequential. So that is also not looking too bad. And Ethereum also still looking very bullish. You can see this descending trend line here on the top, connecting these highs very nicely. So Ethereum has been a very nice structural trading opportunity if you looked at it. And as you can see, we still have this trend line here, also lining very nicely, moving into a wedging formation. And also you can draw here a downwards trend line somewhat, I mean, it's not acting too nice. Yeah, it's not acting too nice. I mean, you could do it like that, but it's not fitting too good. Okay, so I will stay away from it. But as you can see, we still have some daily lower lows, almost, but of course almost not even lower lows. So mostly actually horizontal, but just a bit lower lows. And as you can see, also lower highs. I meant to say, I don't know what is going on. Lower highs and lower lows, of course, as well. So yeah, I mean, this is a perfect consolidation trading opportunity in my opinion. This looks like a bull flag from a bigger perspective. I do think that this will most likely break to the upside. We had a very nice trading day yesterday, similar of course to what Bitcoin did, and we also retested this trend line here once again. So yeah, Ethereum is looking very bullish in my opinion, even more bullish than Bitcoin. We had now 2 retests of very important resistance and support. So yeah, man, I do think that Ethereum is due for a breakout, and as you can see, we had here the 9 cell moving into a red 1, so this acted perfectly here on Ethereum. So I do think Ethereum is a very nice trading, a very nice pair to trade. And yeah, I mean it's very clear. The indicators work well on it. So BitMEX funding rate, just looking at it real quick. Yeah, it's still moving sideways, not acting too much in any direction. And we can of course also take a quick look at the crypto fear and greed index. Okay, I don't know why it's not working. Okay, seems like we are neutral currently. Yeah, mostly neutral. I would of course like some fear, but I don't think there is too much fear going on currently. Maybe we will get into the greed stage once we move above 10k and stay above 10k, maybe we will have some great incoming, and then maybe have a last push to 14k maybe, and then bounce lower again to 10k. So this of course look like this, and very nice breakout here up to 4k, going into the greed stage, and then dropping off very nicely to 10k once again, would of course give a very nice buying opportunity and then move higher. So this would of course be not unlikely in my opinion. Okay, that's it for today's video. Thank you very much for staying tuned. If you liked it, make sure you like down below and you subscribe to my channel. It helps me out very much, and of course I appreciate it as well. So here is my Instagram. So if you want to have some fun along the way, make sure you check it out for some memes on a regular basis. So I see you guys and girls and people back next time. Bye.